So, Adam, I got an idea for Nua. Now, before you say anything, I know this is going to sound weird because of how much I make fun of Nua. I mean, I make fun of Nua a lot, but...
A lot? A lot? A lot's not even the right word for it. I mean, I can't even find the right noun or verb or adjective or adverb. Never mind. You make fun of Nua so much. Every single episode of As the Buckle Turns, you take a shot at Nua. You've done this on podcasts that had nothing to do with wrestlings. You have text messaged me in the middle of As the Buckle Turns to let me know that Nua sucks. You called me at 2:30 in the morning just to scream, Nua sucks!
Do you want to hear the idea or not?
I mean, yes, totally. Go ahead and throw me that idea.
All right, so wait, do you have a pay-per-view named Fallout?
No, I got a meltdown.
Okay, well, this would be a pay-per-view called Fallout.
That's a good name.
You put it after Alpaca Bowl.
That's a wonderful time to put it.
Now, that's not the full name, though. You gotta know the full name to get the
all right, what's
the greatness.
Hit me with this full name.
Alpaca Bowl Fallout.
Alpaca Bowl Fallout. I fucking love that idea, man. That's some good shit right there.
Yeah, it is. Wait, oh, that's right. We gotta do an apology this week.
Nope. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to As the Buckle Turns. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And this is the news.
It still doesn't work. We gotta come up with something, but we keep forgetting to, come up with something.
Here's the weekly update.
There we go.
Actually,
sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Who knows?
As the Buckle Turns, weekly update.
Yeah, it's better than news, but we'll keep trying.
I mean, it's
sort of.
Whatever
comes to mind when, we actually record. But
so,
we do have to get some news. It's a very light news week like last week.
Surprisingly.
But we do have some stuff that actually broke right before we came to record. So we'll be talking about that. But before we do that,
okay.
It is the first week of the Tuesday-Wednesday Night War. No, it's not.
No. I mean, this is the first week since
NXT
has moved to another night.
The Wednesday Night War is over.
Yes.
So, but we are still going to do the ratings just because we want to see how each show did. Going unopposed.
I think we should start adding in SmackDown and Raw as well.
Nah, I don't really care. Do you really care?
Well, there might be a time that we do.
Yes, but not right now.
Not yet.
But anyway, so Tuesday was NXT's first night on Tuesday night. It was running unopposed. How did they do, Adam?
They hit 805,000 and they jumped 37,000, which is not bad for moving a night.
No.
Because I mean keeping an audience while moving a night is actually the most difficult thing for any show.
And they went up 4.82%.
4.82%.
Yes, from last week, which was a takeover level event. So that's great.
You got an increase post takeover.
Yeah, so that's just great there.
Wow.
So now we know AEW is always going to go up when they run unopposed. They did it in the fall. So Adam, I'm going to take a wild class. You have the number.
Yep.
I'm going to take a wild crack at this.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm going to predict 925,000.
I am going to let you know that you are wrong.
Oh, really? They went down? Not that.
No. They jumped. Compared to last week, they had an increase in audience of 77%.
Wow. Wait, so that would put them in the million?
1.219 million.
Damn.
A 0.44 in the demo.
Okay.
And compared to last week, it was a jump of 531,000.
Yeah, and we already know the percentage of that one. So
yeah,
damn.
That is ridiculous.
Especially since Raw did a 1.7.
Yes.
This past week. Post
WrestleMania.
Post WrestleMania. Just letting everyone know. Post WrestleMania, Raw, Monday Night Raw, which used to be post WrestleManias, yes, were great.
Yeah. you'd be hitting a 4 or a 5, like in the first segment usually, and it would drift off from there.
And it was always a big boost for the night. It was never like super high, but like over the years ago it was.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, it's dwindled since.
But it makes sense because they didn't really do anything for post WrestleMania this past week. They really didn't do anything like that, like they normally do for a big one.
No.
I mean, obviously for it's still a pandemic, so maybe they didn't really want to do something like that. You'd think they would, for ratings, but it is what it is. But the fact that AEW not only broke 1 million, they almost hit another 250,000.
Yeah.
There. Now, this is also only the first night, though. Let's be straight. This could drop back down below 1 million.
That's true.
And they could be a high 9. Maybe they do stay in the millions.
I mean, we were predicting mid 9s or 9s in general.
I was thinking higher. Like, I didn't think they were going to break 1 million. I thought they were going to be close to it. I just didn't think they were going to break it. But this was to put this in perspective, they did this on a night where they had no competition.
Nope.
And it was a go-home show to one of their pay-per-views. Not a big pay-per-view.
This wasn't following a pay-per-view?
It wasn't fallout from a pay-per-view. It wasn't even a lead into or one of their bigger Dynamite shows like
Blood and
Winter
Guts
is Coming. Or Blood and Guts is coming up in a few
weeks.
So that's really good. Again, it's only the first week.
Right.
So only time will tell to see where they fall in this. But even if they do drop back below 1 million, they're going to eventually, within a year, be back in the million because they're just growing.
Exactly.
But
and they're getting ready to be touring again.
Yeah, and if they if they stay in the millions, the announcement's going to be NXT UK going to Wednesday nights. No, they're not going to do that. That wouldn't even do anything. No one cares about NXT UK.
Oh yeah, that's true. Whatever.
It'd be funny, like, USA decides to move NXT back to Wednesday nights because you can't have someone else besides Raw breaking 1 million. I think some fans at that point would just say, "Nope, we're done with NXT altogether," just because of spite, because it's then clearly they're trying to hurt AEW. But it would also fly in the face of what Universal wants to do with NXT now for Peacock. So I don't think they would actually allow them to move back. But,
okay.
Vince is going to be happy if AEW stays in the million.
Yeah.
He's not going to be happy because of his rating.
So I may have heard that Daly's Place got approval to go full capacity.
Maybe. They won't, though.
No, but like that means more people can go.
Yeah.
But AEW is getting themselves ramped up to be able to start doing house shows and touring again.
Well, they weren't doing house shows beforehand.
No, but they're testing out the house show now. But how it will run for them.
They gotta be careful because I saw a piece of news earlier about how someone who went to multiple shows during WrestleMania weekend, and both went to WrestleMania, and then tested positive for coronavirus on Tuesday.
Yeah, because there's always got to be somebody. Always got to be someone that goes that already has it, and they're like, "Well,
they don't care.
Whatever."
They don't care because all they care about what they want to do.
Yeah,
and fuck everyone else. I'll cover my mat. Wear my face mask.
And then they take it off.
They take it off to eat. Oh, you just breathed it. There's someone right next to you. Oh, great. They just breathed it. You just started it. I was wondering about this because I didn't watch WrestleMania, but I saw photos and there wasn't social distancing. They're up there. People were packed in there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's whatever. But it'll be interesting to see how the ratings go forward. But we have to go with the only news really we're going to be covering today's episode, and that is
everyone got fired.
I was going to actually go with more. It's the week of releases.
So, okay, I'm just going to point this out. It seems to be right around the exact same time as last year's mass exodus.
Actually, it's exactly 1 year, because that's the thing I didn't tell you about earlier. Oh, because it's mentioned. It's 1 year.
I thought it was the 15th of last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why does that seem familiar? I I mean, I feel, why is it the 15th of April?
I don't know, but so yes, it's been 1 year. WWE has released a bunch of people. I'm gonna go over the list right now, but this was actually gonna be before we were gonna talk about a different release. We'll get to that release. It's from AEW.
Yeah.
That was gonna be the big talking point, and then WWE decided to announce all this, and I'm like,
To fire everyone.
So because I got out of the shower and I was ready to go to leave to come here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me see if there's any news I can just send you really quickly. And I see, release, Samoa Joe. And I'm like, what? And I went through and I saw all the releases. So as of today, what time is it, Adam?
It's 7:49. It's almost 8 o'clock.
7:49 on Thursday, when we're recording this. The list of everyone who's been released so far, because maybe more people will get released tomorrow, we don't know, is Samoa Joe, Mickie James, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Bo Dallas, Wesley Blake, Kalisto, Tucker, and Chelsea Green. Wow. Okay. That's a list.
That is certainly a list.
Some of these people on here, not surprised. Kalisto, he hasn't really been used that much since they broke up.
Bo Dallas hasn't had technically an on-screen match since 2019.
Yeah. And Wesley Blake has been on the unfortunate element of stuff.
God, he's part of something.
No, he was part of something. I just can't remember what they called it.
Seems like I've forgotten something.
Yeah. Forgotten Sons, that's it. Forgotten Sons.
What?
Before it was disbanded because the leader said something stupid.
Yep.
And then they were brought back to TV to be part of Baron Corbin's court, only to have Wesley Blake get tested for coronavirus.
Yeah.
And that just didn't rub Vince the right way.
I'm sorry?
Apparently that's supposed to be tied Buddy into with the Mysterios, and that hurt them, so they just got rid of, they scrapped that.
All right.
And all that. But, so, and Tucker, he got screwed over when they broke up.
Otis and Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, that's the name. I could not think of the name of the
I almost just said Otis and Tucker.
Yeah.
Because honestly, they do also have the names that are perfect to have just a so and so and so and so for a tag team name.
He's just been done nothing since he turned heel
and
got drafted to Raw,
disappeared,
and then just worked on main event. But the big names, the big surprise ones is Samoa Joe, Mickie James, Billie Kay, and Peyton Royce.
Yeah. The Iconics.
And Chelsea Green, but we'll get to her in a second. Because, well, here's the funny thing. If I remember to, I'll put this photo up on the screen now when I'm recording. I keep forgetting to do that. That's why I haven't put in our predictions the actual photos.
You are the editor here.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to grab that, and I keep forgetting to do certain stuff. I was like, the whole bleepings from our...
Yeah, you didn't do those?
Yeah, I didn't do those. Like,
I completely forgot
to do that until after...
You ruined the joke.
I know. After I rendered it and uploaded it. And I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going back and doing that again. But there's a photo, I'll show Adam.
Yeah.
Of Peyton Royce coming out when she came out, and she's looking unhappy. And it's like, you know she's got to be going at some point or wants to go. And now she's gone. I'm like, yep, good. Because she was, remember, it was almost a year ago where Vince was high on Peyton Royce. The whole reason they broke up the Iconics, because they thought her as a single star.
Exactly.
And then did nothing. Oh, then they're like, oh yeah, we'll just put her with Lacey Evans because we don't have any tag teams. Oh, we're going to use Lacey Evans against Charlotte Flair, so we don't really care about her. Oh, Lacey Evans got pregnant. Yeah. So, but I'm glad because she's too talented. So is Billie Kay. Like, she really got to show her personality away on SmackDown. But they're just too talented to just not be used.
I know.
As much as I'd love to see Billie Kay and Peyton Royce go to Impact because that knockout division
would be perfect for them.
Not just because of the division, because of the certain knockout tag team championships.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them over in AEW first, because Peyton Royce is married to what's his name? No.
Dylan?
No. What is his name?
Oh, let me look this up.
Spears, Sean Spears. Adam, we got it right. It's Sean Spears.
Ronnie.
You just want to go with his real name. That's all you wanted to do.
He does not come across as a Ronnie.
No, he does not. But Sean Spears and Peyton Royce are married. So I could see so she does have an in there. And she's probably been behind the scenes in the past for like shows and stuff. So
Yeah.
but so I would be fine if they did go over there, but I think Impact would be a better spot for them.
Yeah.
Basically, be the Deonna Purrazzo for this class release, like she was, because no one was expecting her to be as good as she was when she showed up in Impact last year after being released, and then showed up and like, oh wow, we didn't realize she was that good.
Yeah.
So that would be great, and having the Knockouts tag team division, that would fit perfectly in there.
I like how you go from basically yelling at the audience to whispering at them.
Because it's fun!
Oh, God. Sorry, everyone. Especially you guys wearing headphones right now.
No, Adam's sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, you're definitely not, because I know you're not going to do any sound.
Because by the time I have to find it in there,
I know.
I'm going to forget I even did that. So, our 3 fans who are listening to this, if one of them was on headphones, sucks to be you.
They can't hear you now.
Yeah, they're deaf.
They think the entire thing has just gone to silence here.
No, it's just a one loud ringing sound. Anyway, but so interesting though. Samoa Joe again was the big surprise.
Yes.
He's not wrestled.
But he's been in commentary.
Yeah, and he's good on commentary. He, like a certain best in the world.
Um,
Who ironically responded to Samoa Joe of his release. I love those two.
yes.
CM Punk and Joe. Samoa Joe, I'd love to see him go to AEW. Do a program,
yes.
not with Kenny Omega.
No.
Christopher Daniels.
Yes.
And then you can eventually do Kenny and Samoa Joe.
Bring it in, have Frank Kazarian be part of it. What?
No,
sorry.
no.
Sorry. What? What?
Oh, better.
Better?
Better. Miro. Samoa Joe and Miro.
Yes. Yes. And then Christopher Daniels.
No, Christopher Daniels first. Then
He retires Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, he retires Christopher Daniels, and then you build to Miro. And you know what? I want them to do build to Miro, then Miro and Samoa Joe. You basically do the bar storyline.
Yes.
And you put them as a
Yes.
tag team. Because I know a lot of people want to see Miro as a single star and go up the rankings.
Yeah, but
the tag division actually means something in AEW, and
seeing them as a tag team and then still being able to see,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's the other thing.
American audience, there seems to be I'm getting on my soapbox for a second regarding tag team wrestling.
Do you want mine? Mine's higher because you know how often I go on my soapbox.
No, I'm high enough as it is.
Okay.
No, what's going to happen is I want to see them as a tag team.
Yeah.
A lot of people go, there's too many tag teams and factions in AEW. And it's like, yes, but one thing that factions and factions in general
Yeah.
allows professional wrestling, which is technically a soap opera.
Yep.
Just putting that one out there. I accept it. I don't care. What it allows is having multiple people involved in a storyline.
You read the Young Bucks tweet, didn't you?
No, actually, I haven't.
That's exactly what they responded to because someone said there's too many factions. And the Young Bucks says it allows us to get more people booked in storylines because of the factions.
And also, you don't have to just have the two main people who are involved in a storyline just constantly banging into each other.
Yeah.
Before you go to the pay-per-view, you can have their factions.
Yeah.
They're standing ringside, or maybe it's we'll just say for Samoa Joe and Miro, they team up.
Yeah.
They start off, of course, beating the crap out of each other. Their storyline literally can be the bars.
Yeah.
They beat the crap out of each other.
But here's the thing.
And then they come together.
But here's the thing, though. It's Tony Khan version of the bar storyline.
Right.
And the Young Bucks version of the Bar coming together storyline.
Yeah.
There'll be twists and turns, but you can
Of
still
course.
have right there you have like because the Bar came together after a month of like best of 7 that did the winner will get a number 1 contender shot of the world title. Oh, the 7th matchup ended in a draw. Oh, we're gonna force you guys to work together.
No.
No. You can literally build. You don't have to do the best of 7, though. I'd love to see that.
Yes.
I don't have to do that, but you can have that whole storyline going at each other for like half a year before they even team up.
Yeah, and it's either you can spread it out by having them go at each other on the mic.
Yeah.
In promos backstage, attacks. Sometimes Samoa Joe will come out there and Miro won't attack him. Samoa Joe immediately goes into the back. They're about to interview him. Boom, attack from Miro. Yeah. Or Samoa Joe walks into the back. They're about to interview him post-match, and he just goes after Miro. And you're like, okay. But yeah. They're fighting again.
All right, but yeah, we've got this. We're going to go off on... We could go off on this on a huge...
Yes, we certainly could.
I know our topic is going to be...
where these guys are going. And...
No, we're gonna book Miro and Samoa Joe's storyline in AEW for our.
He's got to serve out 90 days.
Yeah,
first.
But we don't have to wait 90 days. We can do whatever the fucking we want.
We could start it right now.
Yeah, because we're But
okay.
Anyway, but that's a great thing. I'd love to see him go there just mostly for Daniels because of their history. But now you have Miro, who's actually being used well.
His history with Kazarian as well.
Yeah. But it would be kind of cool to see
and the
him
Young Bucks.
It would be fun to see him go to back to Impact just for the hell of it.
Just to have that Kurt Angle style run, one more through everyone.
But the fact that AEW in the Forbidden Door is open and Impact,
he can still do the Miro thing.
He could still. Well, no, I mean if he was at AEW, he could still go and interact with Impact. Now that they're on Thursday nights, thank God.
Which means that we have 5 days a week of wrestling.
I know.
We live in the glory times.
Yeah, we do. But that's a good idea. But here's the other one. Here's the one. Wherever she goes, if she decides she wants to continue still to wrestle, is gonna be awesome. Mickie James.
Yeah. She's kind of like a different version of Gail Kim.
Yeah.
Both of them were way better than the era that they were in.
Yeah. But Mickie James, I'd love to see her go back to Impact just for the hell of it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
If she went over to AEW, I'd be
okay.
Like I said, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, if they went into AEW because of Peyton's husband, great. Impact would be better to show off what that they can actually do.
Then again, Forbidden Doors open. Yeah. They can just jump back and forth.
They're not doing a lot of that yet, but still.
They will.
But Mickie James, she's the one, if she goes right to AEW, I'd be okay with. Just Sheeta and Mickie James. Mickie James and Britt Baker. Mickie James and Tay Conti.
Mickie James and pretty much the entire women's division over there.
Mickie James and Riho.
Yeah. Nyla.
Nyla, yes. Oh God, I didn't even think about that one. Basically, you could retell this. Mickie James and did Mickie James and Awesome Kong have a program?
I really want to say they did.
I think they did, but I don't remember. That just tells you how.
I'm gonna check something.
It just goes to tell you how awesome the TNA Women's Knockout division was back then. That they got. We can't remember all the good feuds that were matches from there. But yeah, Mickie James is a great person. I'd love to see go over there. So they did have a program.
They did.
Okay.
2010.
Okay, it was right when Hogan came in. No wonder why no one remembers it. It was still probably good because it's those two, but it probably wasn't as good as it could have been if it was done a little earlier. But all right. But yeah, so Mickie James, she went there. But we also got to remember, Mickie James, her full name is Mickie James Aldis. That last name kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
The NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis. So maybe she decides to do some stuff with NWA. Only time will tell. But wherever Mickie James goes, be great. I think AEW is the perfect spot for her. Go out on one big run. She doesn't have to hold the belt, but just go over there and have some great feuds with their talent. Help Jade Cowgirl get over more because has the charisma already. She just needs the skill, and put her in a program with Mickie James. That'd be great. But anyway, yeah. So that's all the names of all the people who got released from WWE. Let us know down in the comment section, where do you think each of these people should end up? Let us know. By the way, there's a certain person coming back to Impact.
Yes, who's that?
You just saw her photo. Keep going. The one who's about to get her hair cut. Taylor Wilde.
Oh, yeah?
She's about to return to Impact.
Oh, okay. That sounds pretty cool.
So, I remember when she beat Kong for the title. And everyone was like, what? And then they introduced the knockout titles, and then they basically just ruined the knockout division for a while because all the singles talent became tag teams. And Adam, we gotta talk about one more release, but it's not dealing with WWE.
No?
Guess who it deals with?
Who?
A company that doesn't really release people unless they absolutely have no choice to.
New Japan?
No.
Oh.
No, not NWA. I was going to
NWA?
say AEW.
AEW. Wait, they released somebody?
Yes, they released Ivelisse.
Oh.
So Ivelisse was released.
I mean, honestly, it's not the first time that she's been fired.
No, she's not. Ivelisse has a tumultuous past when it comes to wrestling organization.
Yeah, I gotta say, looking over her past, what is it? Lucha Underground is the only place that hasn't actually fired her?
No, but she was part of that lawsuit to try to get released because they were holding on to talent because they weren't sure they were going to have a season or not.
But she couldn't do anything else.
They would not allow her or anyone contracted to do anything else, which was wrong. She was on the right on that one. But there was some controversy in Lucha Underground with a certain someone who's also in AEW. Well, being used by AEW, who's part of NWA, actually. Thunder
Rosa, yes.
So they have a opponent. We already know about the somewhat shoot fight that happened. That a match that turned into almost a shoot live. But according to Ivelisse, she was released due to...
yes.
I can't remember how she said it, but basically when we got into the more detailed story, she said she had made some recent complaints about a coach, because that's what they call producers in AEW. And there was witnesses and everything, and she complained about them. She's the one who got suspended and then now released. Also, she says that Thunder Rosa has been bad-mouthing her, trying to ruin her reputation backstage, talking things. She's hinted at that Thunder Rosa is known to going and getting involved with people for their own career.
Yeah.
And she points out there's a lawsuit from Lucha Underground that backs that up. I don't know anything about that. Never even heard about it until just now.
Yeah.
So
you'd think we would have heard about something like that.
It could have been. It's Lucha Underground. It never was that popular.
Yeah.
Hardcore fans popular, but unless you were following it, it never really made the news.
No.
Until it
failed.
Until it failed or had issues with the lawsuit and stuff like that. But now it's with all the things that have happened in the past with her, you gotta wonder, what's the background or is it her? I think you can make a case for there's both. In a sense.
Probably.
But someone did ask her about that. Asked her well, of every place you go, there seems to be this issue with you. Then it should be something that you should look at yourself for. And she's like, no, all big corporate locations have politics. That's the issue, which is true.
Okay,
But
yeah,
everywhere you go, you seem to find this issue. The only one I haven't heard she's had issues with is Shine.
Yes.
But it's just everywhere you seem to go, you seem to have this issue with a lot of people. And I mean, I like Ivelisse. I think she was never been used to the full potential. She should have been a big star.
So,
but if it's happening everywhere, you gotta look at this. Some of it has to be you.
It's got to be.
Yeah,
it's got to be, because so I'm picking up on key words that she's throwing out there.
Okay.
And I'm seeing politics, having issues with coaches, producers, because this isn't the first place that she's had issues with, I guess in smaller places, bookers, producers, and, coaches, that role.
Yep.
This isn't the first time that she's had that issue.
Yep.
What I'm thinking is she doesn't like to play the politics game in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, honey? That is literally how the business was created.
Yeah.
Champions don't become champions just because they're good in the ring.
Yeah.
You gotta show that you want to be the champion, that you deserve to be the champion, and just going around and being like, well, I don't agree with how that's going. You gotta play ball. These are the people. You're basically telling your bosses that you don't like doing your job. Yeah. And no matter where you work, at some point, they'll put up with that for quite some time.
Yep.
You could probably find a wonderful place, and as long as you're not being too much, like if you just generally have a bad attitude about doing the job, but you're not opening your mouth about it, people let it go.
Yeah.
Every workplace has that one person that you're like, that person's just waiting to either get fired or have a reason to walk out. That's their job every day that they come into. Yeah. You're like, I'm waiting for them to just be like, fuck you all, I'm out, or finally you fired me.
Yeah, I don't know.
It does come across as that she's that way.
I see it more. To me, it comes off because she does demand a lot of respect. And as what she's done on the indie scene and all that, I think she deserves some respect.
Oh yeah, you're a great wrestler.
But I feel like when she comes into a bigger place, she feels like she should have more respect in that place than she
gets when she comes through the door for the first time.
And she's right to deserve some respect, but when you also have only done small stuff, you're a big name on the indies, so only hardcore fans are going to know who you are.
Yeah.
And those people who remember Tough Enough in 2011.
Yeah. Which I totally forgot about.
I love that episode because Austin was the guy in charge.
That's okay. I'll be honest. I had no idea she was part of it.
Yeah, she got.
All I remember is that was Austin,
Booker T,
and
Trish.
Yes.
And
I don't remember. Was this the girl that Trish just like laid in on?
Nope.
Verbally, no. Because I remember Trish went off on one of them.
No, it wasn't her.
Okay.
Because Trish actually, and when she went off, it wasn't even, when you look at it, it wasn't her going off. But when you know Trish, people will say that was her going off.
That was her going off.
Trish going off on someone saying is like the nicest person.
She's Canadian.
I know. She's Canadian.
Come on, what do you expect?
But Ivelisse was cut from that thing. Do you know why she was cut from that program, from that TV show?
I don't remember.
Because she injured her knee. Let me rephrase that. She did not injure her knee. She got injured by Foxy, Alicia Fox.
No way.
Sister.
Oh yeah.
Not jumping high enough and coming down on at least when she was going underneath.
Yes.
And she came down. I think she tore something in her knee. And Austin stood there and told her the only reason you're here is because of your knee. And he's like, out of a 5 out of 10. Like a 1 out of 10, what is it? It's like an 8. It's like you can't continue, and that's the only reason you are here right now is because of your knee.
Because you're injured.
Personally, I think they should have gotten rid of her, but her Alicia Fox's sister should have gone too. Ironically, she got injured not that an episode later, and then couldn't do anything. And then the week they come in. Of promos, the one thing she can do, she completely bombs it.
Oh, some of those early Tough Enough promo segments are really, like, there were a number of people that I was just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, the best one.
just,
Oh
oof.
no! Oh, it wasn't Booker.
Some of them hurt.
It wasn't Booker T, by
No.
the way. It wasn't Booker. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Booker T, that one. It was what's his name? Controversial dude.
Bill.
Bill DeMont.
Yes,
was in
yes,
there.
it was.
Because in that same episode of the promo, the guy who he just happened to graze by, because The Rock was a guest episode on that promo one, and they had to come in and give a promo, and the guy who's just like this guy's never gonna do it, comes in and just cuts Bill DeMont in half, points like all that, and as he's walking away, Bill DeMont goes like, "Where the fuck did that come from?"
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that.
They were all like, "What?"
I'm sorry. This guy can cut a promo?
Like where did it's like he got like everything we've been telling him about. He turned it around back on him to use it.
Yeah.
Tied it into the fans like you need to, and it's just like, and he still got cut that same episode.
Yeah.
No, it was the following week. He got cut
Probably.
because I'm pretty sure Alicia Fox's sister got cut that one. It's like, you're injured, you can't do anything, and the one that you could do, you didn't even bother. Like, you were just like, and the best part, the person who won, got a promo cut on them by The Rock, and by cut, he's going off on everything, off on everyone, and he turns to the guy who won. He's like, "Good job, man," and just like he's like full Rock promo, and he's like, "Good job, man, you won," and just walks away. It's just like, but she was on there, but there was stuff when she was in FCW.
Yeah.
And all that, but I mean, it sucks for her, for what it is. She's really talented, but maybe,
Shine. Go on back.
She's actually the Shine champion.
Okay.
Currently.
Then Shine it is.
But
Shine on.
Maybe now we actually have a better chance of Tessa Blanchard showing up in AEW.
No, we don't.
The reason I say a little bit better chance of her showing up in AEW now, because those two didn't like each other.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I remember on Wrestle Talk they were talking about this, and it's like Luke brought it up. It was like controversial. They already have leave lease for controversy there.
Yeah.
And they don't like each other. So, but who knows? But,
yeah, who knows?
I mean, it sucks that Leave Lease is there until she dresses whatever she has to do on her end. Because regardless, even if everything she said was true, absolutely true to what happened.
Oh yeah,
there is an element on her that still, because it follows her everywhere she goes.
Yep.
And sometimes you gotta play the politics game.
You do.
For that.
I mean, honestly, it's like for any other job.
Yeah.
Playing politics means going to your boss and going, "Hey, what needs to get done?"
Yeah.
Staying busy when the boss is looking across the floor and seeing, looking at all the employees. Not being the kid sitting on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Not be the kid that's complaining about somebody else not doing their job right. Or going to the boss and being like, "I don't like what the floor manager said to me." The boss is going to be like, "You do realize that I put the floor manager in charge?
Yeah.
So they're doing what I want you to do, so fucking do it."
Yeah, it's one of those things, but I think that they wanted to have. I had thought that they had some plans for Elise. I mean, her and Diamantra actually won the tag team tournament over the summer.
I gotta say though,
and then
she was never part of the the Latin group.
Oh, I know.
In
BTE.
In BTE.
So who knows? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for news today.
Yes.
You've been listening. We've only had like the one thing really.
40-ish minutes.
But you made it to the end, so why don't you give this video a thumbs up? Yeah, you know you want to. You're listening. You're enjoying it. Do it.
Yes, do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Thank you for doing that. You know who you are.
Adam just cares. I don't. Anyway, since you also gave us a thumbs up and it's right there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Sorry. Try that one more time.
subscribe button. Because I noticed what I did. Actually, I forgot something before that, so I'm gonna actually use that to go.
Okay, yeah.
Comment down below what you thought of all the releases.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Eve Elise as well. Let us know your thoughts down there. Now, since you gave us a thumbs up, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding. Ding.
Make sure it's the one that turns on all notifications so you know when all Zop Gaming, As the Buckle Turns content goes live. But not Nua. Fuck Nua.
Check out Nua, ladies and gentlemen.
Nua fucking sucks. It's a waste of your time.
In a couple of weeks, we've got our next
Adam,
pay-per-view
get bent,
coming
your
up.
face. Suck it.